Hi Capricorn, first of all, just an apology for not doing your single reading for March. Unfortunately, I just completely run out of time to do your reading as well as Sagittarius, Aquarius and Pisces. And by the time that I could have done it, we were so late into this month of March that I thought it was best just to jump straight ahead to April. So apologies for that. Now, as you know, I'm doing a reflexology course, so time is of the essence. So I'm combining the ex-partner reading with the singles reading. And I want to say also thank you to everybody that wished me well and good luck messages in regards to my course. You know, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Now, I'm also doing it slightly different in the sense that I've got the cards face down. Some people in the past have said to me about shuffling on camera, and there's two reasons why I don't. I need to definitely buy a tripod in the near future, because where I have to have my camera positioned, I don't have the arm space or the maneuverability to be able to shuffle. And if I did attempt it, I know that the camera would end up getting knocked down, or I'd have to keep pausing. And also the other aspect is the time. You know, I just want to get straight into the reading and give you your messages. And I know that while I've been doing these readings, especially as they're combined, the minute you hit over 20 minutes record time, it just takes hours for one video to upload. So again, I tend to shuffle off camera to save time. Now, because for some reason I decided to try these readings, as I said, with the cards face down, I'm not going to be clarifying, okay, the outcome. So what the outcome is what it is for this month. Because again, normally I shuffle off camera, and if I feel the need to clarify, I clarify off camera again for the reasons I've already explained. With the general reading, I was going to do the general reading on its own, but as I just said to Sagittarius, I've actually kind of thought in my mind about combining the general reading with the work life reading. So that way you're still getting all four readings, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, this is your ex-partner and your singles. What I found with a lot of the other signs that have already had this spread done is that I've had either repeating cards or the two readings have kind of blended in with each other. That hasn't so much been the case for Libra, and it really wasn't so much the case for Sagittarius, but for some of the other signs that has been. Now, the two readings, you know, are separate, okay? Ex-partner and singles. But as I said, if we get a blending in, then that's how it's meant to come through. The ex-partner is still the same. You on this side, your ex-partner here. Bearing in mind, it can always go vice versa. Over here, these three cards are you, Capricorn. And these three cards are the possible energies coming through in April. I've also pulled both spreads a romance oracle card. So the first card we have, starting with the ex-partner, we have the Fool card for you. Now the Fool card is going right the way back to the very beginning in the major arcana. And it's about taking that leap of faith, okay? Not knowing where it's going to lead you, how everything's going to work out, but being prepared to give it a go and take that leap of faith and start that new journey. Now, this could be in reference to you reconciling with your ex-partner, but it could be in reference to you, you know, deciding to take a new journey independently on your own. Your ex-partner has the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this can often be referred to as the single person card, okay? But also with the Nine of Pentacles, it's about creating the kind of life that you want, bringing into your world what it is that you want and what's going to make you happy. So that's the energy that your ex-partner is in at the moment. Or, as I said, it could be here purely to symbolize that they are single, you know, that they haven't moved on to somebody else at the moment. The next card you have is the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands is about carrying a heavy weight, a heavy burden. It can be about lots of responsibility on your shoulders. And, you know, other people have dumped responsibility onto you as well. But it can be about carrying a heavy weight. Now, we're at the 10, so we're nearing the end of this cycle, but we're not quite there yet. So, again, it may be for some of you that this breakup is still weighing heavily on your shoulders, okay? Your ex-partner has the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is that type of aha moment when it brings in new clarity and a new understanding. You know, it can also talk about communication, okay? Maybe somebody, you know, your ex-partner speaking some truth to you. But it more deals with clarity and a better understanding of something here. Is it, you know, that they are gaining this understanding that they want to stay on their own, that they don't want to reconcile? Is it them gaining clarity that, you know, what it is that they want in their world is you, okay? We'll see. There on your side, you have Justice. Now, Justice is about resolution, okay? It's about bringing problems to the surface and then we can resolve them. But it's about acting in a fair and just way, having those scales balanced, okay? You know, it could be justice coming through here, that you want justice done here because you may feel as though you have been treated unfairly by your ex-partner. That you may feel as though, you know, they dumped all their issues and problems onto you, creating that Ten of Wands. And the Fool is you just wanting, you know, to start afresh, maybe on your own. You know, and with the Justice card, you know, justice can be done in your favour. But like I said, provided that you also have acted in a fair and just way. The card they have is the Star card. And the Star card is the card of healing. And it's also the card of keeping that faith that everything is going to work out as it should, okay? You know, I'm not really picking up anything definite here to say that, yes, there's going to be a reconciliation. Or nothing really definite either to say that no, there isn't. If I was basing it purely on the Fool card and the Nine of Pentacles, I would take it to be that really it's game over. You know, your ex-partner is on their own and they're not wanting to come back, and you being there with the Fool, yes, it could be taking that leap of faith and going back to your ex-partner, but I don't know. We'll see what the Romance Oracle card says. It says deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Now, that could be an independent message for some of you, okay? It could be a message that's related to this reading. But it could very well be talking about that while you were both together, one of you was wearing a false mask in this relationship. Maybe one of you was pretending to have feelings that you didn't actually have. Maybe one of you was pretending to be somebody that you're not, that you weren't really, okay? It could be talking, about maybe there was some lies, some deception that took place here. The Justice card there, you're wanting justice in this situation. I'm not picking up, Capricorn, that there's gonna be any reconciliation, certainly not in the month of April. Regarding that deception card, that false self mask, you will know obviously if that was you, and you'll also know by now if it was your ex-partner. Right, moving on to the singles. As I said, these 3 cards are for you. This is possible energy coming through. So, we have the Page of Swords for you here. And the Page of Swords is about speaking the truth, okay? It's the truth card. But the thing with the Page of Swords, whomever is speaking their truth, whether it's you to somebody else or somebody that you may have just met or may meet in April, there's a need there to question it, okay? It's like that situation when I've just used this scenario with Sagittarius because they had the card twice, one on each side. But it's that type of thing when you're in a relationship and your partner comes home really late and says that they've been at the office working late. And you, something's telling you that that's not entirely the truth. So you're delving further and you're asking more questions, and the other person gets annoyed because you're questioning what they've told you. But for you, you just feel as though you're not hearing the complete truth. That can be the energy with the Page of Swords. But also, it can be where somebody is spying on somebody. It could be that somebody is checking you out, somebody that may be interested in you. Somebody's looking at your social media, as example. It could be that you're doing that to somebody that you may be interested in. Maybe it's here to highlight that maybe your ex-partner is spying on you, or maybe you are spying on your ex-partner, okay? The card we have here is the Knight of Swords. And it is funny because in the reading I just did for Sagittarius, over on their ex-partner side, they had the Page of Swords and Knight of Swords both together like this. But the Knight of Swords is communication coming through, okay? He's the quickest knight in the tarot. As I said, I tend to look at the King and the Queen as more of the sign, in regards to somebody. But nonetheless, the Knight of Swords can be air energy, Aquarius, Libra or Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. But this is suggesting that somebody's going to come through and speak some truth to you. But it may very well be that you are going to question what is being said to you. The next card you've got is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles, in terms of starting a relationship, it's about 2 people working together, within that relationship to build that relationship up from the foundations, together, working as a team, both being on the same page here. It could very well be that there is somebody that you already know that is interested in you and is coming in to offer you a relationship. But there may be some reason why you're feeling the need to question it. Here we have the Eight of Swords. And this is this kind of mental imprisonment here. You know, it's about something holding you back. I just get this feeling, Capricorn, like I said, that somebody's going to come through to you. And they're going to offer you something. Maybe for some of you, it is your ex-partner. And you are questioning what they're telling you. Because maybe you do sense there's an element of deception here. That maybe they are wearing this false self mask. If it's not related, then as I said, it could be somebody that you already know. I don't pick up the energy that it's somebody that you just meet in April. I think it's what I'm picking up is it's either somebody that you already had a relationship with in the past, like your ex-partner, or it's somebody that you know as a friend and they're coming in to say that they want a relationship with you. But for some reason, you're doubting it and you're kind of, you know, you're holding yourself back from entering this or taking this chance. The last card you have is the Six of Cups. Wouldn't you know it? The Six of Cups is the card of the past, okay? It's the card of nostalgia. It could be for some of you that you're held back, you're holding yourself back because you're still having thoughts and memories of your ex-partner. But for some of you, the Six of Cups could be suggestive that somebody from your past is coming back and offering this to you, like I said, from your ex-partner. But you have your doubts. You've got your guard up here and you're not quite sure what to do here. The thing with the Eight of Swords, though, is that you're going to have to take the blindfold off because quite often what you're fearing with the Eight of Swords may not be the reality. And the last card you've got is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is the card that talks about celebration, having cause to celebrate. It can be an engagement, a marriage, moving in together. It can be about feeling at home with somebody, you know, a sense of peace, security, stability. Let's see what your Romance Oracle card says. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. That may very well be, you know, like I said with the deception card, it may very well be an independent message for some of you. You know, maybe if we're linking the two readings together, the Nine of Pentacles there may be suggestive that your ex-partner, if that's whom we're talking about, has focused more on their career and finances, about building a business up, building a lifestyle, a particular lifestyle that they want when it comes to the material aspects of their life. And now they're coming forward to suggest that, you know, they're ready for a commitment with you. They're ready to reconnect and reconcile with you, but you are questioning it and you've got your doubts over it. Because for you, Capricorn, I do feel, especially with that Six of Cups there and that Four of Wands, because like I said, and I had the feeling that you know this person up here, because the Four of Wands, you're not just going to get engaged or live with somebody or marry somebody that you've just met, you know, and that's what I was picking up before I saw that card, that this is somebody that it's either your ex-partner or it's somebody that you've known for a long time. But I just get this feeling for you that The two are interlinked with each other. Okay, Capricorn, that does conclude this reading. And I hope you enjoy the way the two spreads are being done in this reading. Unfortunately, with time at the moment, it's the only way I can do it. Thank you so much and take care. Bye.